You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
A prime time episode for a prime time podcast. It is currently 4:41 a.m. in the morning here in London. The NFL first round 2022 draft first round has just finished. Obviously by now you know the Dolphins did not move up. Don't know why people thought the Dolphins were going to move up. Only one quarterback was selected. Teams in the AFC East, I believe, drafted to stop the Dolphins' high-octane offense. It was a fairly interesting night, I guess. Charlie, how are you? How'd you find the draft? Or the first round of the draft?
Man, primetime episode for a primetime podcast. Shout out to everybody across the pond, not only across the pond, but all over the world, man. Y'all boys really get it in to just be Dolphin fans and follow the draft, right? So shout out to y'all first and foremost, man. Shout out to Kadeem for being a trooper. We appreciate you staying up late for the fans, for the team. Man, it's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm Charlie Touche. Got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans, man. Man, I didn't think anyone did anything in our division that would warrant worry. Like, you know what? I'm cool. I didn't want Derek Stingley to go to the Jets. I didn't want Thibodeau to go to the Jets. I'm cool with Sauce Gardner going to the Jets. I'm cool with Garrett Wilson going to the Jets. I didn't like the Patriots. I don't want to say fleecing, but they got over on KC with that trade. So I didn't appreciate the way the Patriots got over on KC. But hey, happy Laramie Tunsil Day. You know what I'm saying? It's been 6 years on to the date. 6 years to the date on April 28th, Laramie Tunsil was drafted 13th overall from the Miami Dolphins. And this is the first holiday, Go Time Dolphins holiday, that we're celebrating here on GTD, and it's Laramie Tunsil Day. So shout out to Laramie Tunsil. He's the gift that continues to keep giving, and we're still collecting picks and capital and players off of Laramie Tunsil. So happy Laramie Tunsil Day for sure. What you make of the first round, Kadeem?
So, yeah, I'm not thrilled that the Jets took Sauce Gardner. However, when you're the Jets and you're basically the worst team in AFC East, and you've got to go up against not only Stephon Diggs twice a year, but Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, it makes sense that they basically, go corner. So I'm glad it's not Derek Stingley. I really want them to do something stupid and take like an interior lineman or something dumb like that. But I think I'm seeing a lot of people, draft scouts, all that kind of stuff, say that, the Jets won night one, not just with Sauce Gardner pick. They really like the Garrett Wilson pick. But again, is Garrett Wilson really going to burn, Xavier Howard and Byron Jones? I highly doubt it. And the Jermaine Johnson pick is one which people thought he could go in the top 10. He didn't. So I think in terms of what, traditional NFL scouts would have in their top 50, they've got some, some promising players. To me, they're still the Jets. It's all good getting Garrett Wilson, but if you lose Mekhi Becton, you need to, to keep Zach Wilson up. So have fun with that. And yeah, even if you get one really good corner, the other corner's got to be amazing as well because it's Hill and Waddle. And it's not just that, it's Mike Gesicki. So that's it for the Jets. In terms of the Patriots, have you seen the Rams' reaction to the Patriots pick?
No.
So it is Sean McVay and their GM, I always forget his name, and they are laughing. They are laughing out loud, basically saying, we thought that this kid will be here at 104. We brought him in for a visit, thinking he'd be here at 104. Cole Strange. The Dolphins brought him in for a visit, thinking he'd be there at 102. And the Patriots take him at pick 29. People aren't really loving it. You're getting the whole, I didn't love it, but Bill Belichick, so I must believe it. And it's like, Bill Belichick makes a lot of misses in the first round, so we will see. And then as for the Bills, why don't you speak about the Bills pick?
Listen, I did not want anyone from listen, man. Listen. Listen. I want to be very clear. I think this was the best season I've ever done Touche's 24. This I believe this is going to be the best Touche's 24 I've done in 3 seasons. And I've hit on the past 2 seasons. And next year, we're going to have like a whole different Touche's 24 where I could show you my 24 hits, right? So, man, I didn't want anyone from Touche's 24 going anywhere in the AFC East. When the Bills drafted Kyer Elam, I did not like it. I hated it. I didn't like it. Sherrod Steve was like, I hope they don't get a running back. I'm like, I don't care about a running back in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? We have to see these boys. They're gonna be tough. It is what it is. I'm gonna be real with you. I got us losing twice to Buffalo this year. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I know where the schedule's coming out in a couple weeks, so I won't spill all the beans, but I got us losing to Buffalo twice. That's off the bat. To add Kyer Elam, who for my dollar is one of the top 4 best corners in this draft. Man, bro, I did not like that. So I was actually happy because Trent McDuffie went to Kansas City, and Kansas City traded up to 21, and the Patriots traded out of there. So when McDuffie, he's a corner from Washington, by the way. Is it Washington State or Washington? I know they're gonna get on me for that. Washington, same school, friend of the matter of fact, same school, friend of the podcast, 40 Acres and a Hellcat. Myles Gaskin went to. So if y'all listening to the audio version, I got the dopest Myles Gaskin jersey on right now. Shout out to JPF Scout. So when I seen KC move up and they take Trent McDuffie, the first thing I said was, "Whoo! I'm glad the Patriots didn't take Trent McDuffie because McDuffie is nice." And then when I seen the Bills take Kyer Elam, I'm like, oh my goodness. But it is what it is. The rich keep getting richer. And I'm going to be real with y'all. The Bills are going to be a problem. Like, they're always going to be a problem. It is what it is. They got better. We got better. It is let the best man win. Let the best team win.
I think, and I was just on the Finns tailgate talking, and I was like, I think the Bills went corner because, again, they've got to deal with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill twice a year. No one wants that smoke. No one. You have to... Dude, how is the guy... What's the time right now where you are?
Like 11:40.
And this guy is joining. Look at the energy I'm bringing to this podcast. At 10 to 5. I'm ready. And this guy... Dang, get out of here. But yeah, I believe the Bills went corner because, yeah, they know they've got to deal with a very exciting wide receiver core in Miami, and they need to make sure that both their corners are ready and stuff like that. So, listen, whether he starts early on, we don't know. But I think that's a move which says, Miami, we respect what you got to do. Now, don't get me wrong, the Bills don't have that many holes on their team. You know, they don't need many starters, but like you said, the rich gets richer. The Go Time Dolphins account tweeted a take from PFN's Ollie Hodgkinson when he was with us earlier this week. and he said that he wouldn't be surprised if centre Tyler Linderbaum started falling. And he did start falling. He fell quite far for someone who was seen as like a top 5 player in this draft. But he ended up going in the first round to Baltimore Ravens. Did that bother you? Like, I don't think anyone expected the Dolphins to move up for him. And, definitely not in the first, probably not in the second. But do you think it's a matter of he was always out of our reach and it was a pipe dream to get him?
Yeah, that's exactly what you just said. He was out of our reach and it was a pipe dream to get him. He had to go somewhere. It didn't matter where he went to me. I knew we weren't going to get him. Unless he was going to come out with a gas mask, we weren't going to get this dude. Like, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. I mean, I didn't think he was a realistic get for Miami. So if people, for everyone who wondered, oh, I wonder if we trade back up. Like, realistically, to trade a first-round pick next year, that is like a second-round pick this year. That is the consensus draft calculator. A 2023 first round is a 2022 second round. So for the Dolphins to trade all the way back up into the first round, it would have cost a first round pick of next year and more. You gonna pay that for Linderbaum? No. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. There's nobody in this draft that I would trade a first round and more of next year's capital for this year's draft. There's no one I would do it for. Now, what I would like to see is the Dolphins trade. We have 2 third rounds of next year. We have a second round next year and 2 first rounds next year. What I would like to see is the Dolphins trade their one of their thirds next year. We don't have a fourth. One of their thirds next year and try to come back into the second round or the third round of this year. So now you'll have 2 third rounds and a fourth, and you can maneuver a little bit. Because as of right now, you can package that third round and that fourth round and move up a little bit and get someone falling. But I would like to see Abraham Lucas. He's a right tackle. I like to see him come in and compete. And I also like to see Marcus Jones. And if you told me the Dolphins only drafted 2 people this draft, and it was Marcus Jones and Abraham Lucas, I'm going to tell you I'm not that afraid of Buffalo. And it's going to be a war. And we might split. Like we might split, but that's where we at, man. I noticed that the trades were indicative of the wide receiver market.
Yeah.
Like, these boys are paying receivers like quarterbacks now, and everyone else is trading draft capital like they're trading up for quarterbacks. The Saints came up, remember that trade earlier about a month ago. Saints traded a gang of picks to come up and get 2 of Philly's first round picks, and then they traded up additional draft capital to draft Chris Olave from Ohio State. So I'm like, ooh, that's a lot to come up for a receiver. Then the Lions came up from 32 and took Jameson Williams. I'm like, bro, you giving up second round picks and third round picks for one player, and that's a receiver that is unproven in the NFL. I hear you. I just feel like y'all bailing out y'all scouts. Like, you should be able to find a receiver in the second round that's nice instead of you trading a first, a second, and a third. And yeah, you got a second back, but that's still a lot. So I don't agree with everybody's ideology when it comes to drafts and picks and trades and scouts and stuff like that. But it's go time Dolphins. We ain't had no picks in the first round, and the draft is a little bit different when you don't have a pick in the first round.
Yeah, I think you kind of get to a point where, and again, like, anyone who genuinely thought the Dolphins are going to move into this first round, like, I love you, but no, just no. Like, this isn't Madden. This isn't where you can go, I'll give you a third and no monogamy for a first round pick. Like, we're never going to work like that. So you kind of get to a stage where you want teams to reach on players so that players start falling. And I think only one quarterback being taken in the first round is of a benefit to the Dolphins. Because what you're going to see now are a bunch of teams who probably need quarterbacks. Seattle, the Texans, maybe even the Lions, teams going, okay, now we're gonna have to be aggressive to try and get one of these quarterbacks. And if that happens, you then get a situation where, maybe a Nakobe Dean falls. And now again, I don't think Nakobe Dean falls to the third round. Not at all. But when you start getting players like Nakobe Dean start falling, maybe a beef jerky starts falling. There's a bunch of guys who kind of had like late first round, early second round, in a bunch of mocks. But those mocks had like 4 quarterbacks going in the first round, 2 going in the top 10 and stuff like that. There's still wide receivers who, haven't been taken yet. There's like a running back hasn't been taken yet. A tight end hasn't been taken yet. This actually might be I think I saw something like this might be the first year a running back and tight end wasn't taken in the first round. And if that's the case, that's mental. So again,
only one quarterback.
Yeah. So it's a situation where teams are going to what Cook's still there, Walker's still there, stuff like that. Teams are going to want to start getting these quarterbacks, these running backs. I don't think the tight end market is that special this year. But again, teams are going to start reaching. And that's when you see guys who were kind of like late first, early seconds fall to like the late seconds, early thirds. And that's when those like late second guys, like, you know what I mean? Like you get a domino effect and stuff like that. So I think if that starts to happen, that's when you want to see the Dolphins say, you know what? Let's be aggressive. Because there's guys here who we thought were going to be taken, early second, and they're still here late second. Yeah, let's go and get someone. So that would be ideal for me. You said if the Dolphins only pick 2 players, but you didn't say linebacker. Is that because you just don't think the value's there at linebacker this year?
No, it's not about the value. I just trust the right tackle in Abraham Lucas a little more than I trust the value in a third round linebacker. I think at that, bro, the second and the third round is my favorite round of every draft. Every draft, the meat and potatoes of the draft is the second and third round. So it's almost like you go into a fancy restaurant and they prepare this dish and they do all this the sexy stuff on the plate, and then it's only like a portion like that big. Yeah. Like that's what the first round is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't hit in the first round, but the meat and potatoes is really the second and third round. So I kind of want to get back to, I'll continue. Man, I think it gets to a point where even Chris Greer said, you just got to make sure you hit now. You don't have picks. You got to make sure you hit on them. So I'm anxious. I'm excited about tomorrow, man. I really am. Nakobe Dean, I kind of seen the fall happening, and I'm open to Nakobe Dean. There's who else is out there? Corner from Washington, the other corner. He's on my Tuesday 24 list. Darby. Is it Darby? Is that his name?
Let's find out.
Excuse me.
Kyler
Gordon. Kyler Gordon. So Kyler Gordon is a corner. He plays inside and outside. I love Kyler Gordon. So much so that I forgot his name. But listen, Kyler Gordon plays inside and outside. He's going to go in the second round. 100%. He could have been a first round pick. He's going to go in the second round. If Kyler Gordon starts falling, that's when I would not be mad if the Dolphins like, hey, here goes one of these thirds from next year, and we're trading up to get Kyler Gordon inside corner or outside corner. And we got Nick Needham starting, so I think Kyler Gordon is a plug and play. Bro, did you notice? And for those who don't know, because maybe you don't know and you didn't catch the draft, and this episode came out and you're like, oh, let me listen to Go Time Dolphins. I know we ain't had no picks, but I rock with you guys. Guess what? Go Time Dolphins rock with y'all too. AJ Brown got traded. He is no longer.
So it's funny you say that because he has literally just tweeted. Keep going, and I'll bring up his tweet because.
So AJ Brown got traded, and he is no longer a Tennessee Titan. And it was a point in the draft where Tennessee had 2 firsts now. And I'm thinking, y'all should go get Debo right now. You feel me? That would have been something to have King Henry and Debo on the same team, and you could just run the ball to death. It don't matter what Tannehill. Tannehill just got to hand the ball off. So there's 4 receivers now in this draft who were traded for first-round picks. Devontae Adams was traded for a first-round pick. Tyreek Hill was traded for a first-round pick. A.J. Brown was traded for a first-round pick. And Hollywood Brown was traded for a first-round pick. How does Hollywood Brown make that list? I have no idea. But the Cardinals got fleeced, and Baltimore was able to get a first-round pick out of Hollywood Brown. Cool story, bro. So yeah, man, you got the tweet, the AJ Brown tweet.
So he deleted it, so I can't get it up. But what he did tweet was, Tennessee, I love you, and you will forever be in my heart. And I can say this now: this was not my fault, but I wish you all the best. Love.
Man, this GTD, but I will say this: he hit it on the head, bro. He said, he just wanted to get paid. He wanted his money. And then the fans started coming at his dome in Tennessee, like, oh, he's a diva. And then AJ Brown felt some type of way, like, yo, all the stuff I did for this city, like, I never complained about nothing. I was always, Julio came, yo, you can have my jersey. I was always welcoming, always did everything I was ever asked for. And when it's time for me to get paid, I'm a diva? Nah, I feel him. And he said, all right, get me out of here. He's all right, I'm done. I kind of like it.
As Stu said, I managed to screenshot it. So yeah, it's really small. Sorry, let's try and enlarge it. But yeah, it says, Tennessee, I love you, and you will forever be in my heart. And I can say this now: this was not my fault, but I wish you all the best. So it's a bit bigger there. You can see screenshot, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
so, what you make of everything, Kadeem? All the receivers are getting moved. Hollywood Brown going to the Arizona Cardinals. AJ Brown going to the Eagles now. He's paired up with Devontae Smith. What do you make of all the movement?
I think it's like you said, teams are seeing the money that's getting paid out to wide receivers, and it's like, listen, if we can, I'm not comparing it to the running backs, but if we can get 3 to 4 years out of a running back, out of a wide receiver, and then trade them and keep going again, that's fine by me, because I'm not paying these guys 20+ million. Like, and again, it's like what you said about what Brown said. I've been nothing but professional. I put the work in, but all of a sudden now when I get paid, I'm a diva. Like, yeah, it's stupid. So listen, Miami paid their guy, and I think it's one of those things where Debo is still in San Francisco, and I think we both said, once the first round comes and goes and Debo hasn't been traded yet, the 49ers are messed up, because they've got no leverage no more. The best wide receivers have basically gone. You can't replace Debo. Like, you love, Wendell Robinson and Carl Phillips, but they're not Debo Samuel. So all of a sudden now, if you're going to get something back this year for Debo Samuel, you're looking at, a day 2, a day 3 pick or stuff next year. And in the nicest way possible, the Dolphins have to move around a lot of cap to bring in Debo. But there you go, listen, take a first-round pick next year. There you go. If they trade Miami, if Miami trade their first-round pick next year, keep San Francisco's and keep Debo's, listen, I'm not a fan of what it's going to take to get Debo. You'll probably have to send quite a few players back. But listen, the 49ers, to me, got this horribly, horribly, horribly wrong.
Bro, I don't know what the Niners are smoking on, but that Cali stuff got to be hitting, because they tripping, bro. Like, they tripping, bro. Like, the Jets offered the 10th overall. They offered more. They was talking. Listen, I understand when AJ Brown just got traded for the 18th pick overall and the 3rd round pick, the price on Debo went up. As soon as that happened, the price on Debo goes up. AJ Brown going for a 1st round pick and a 3rd round pick, price on Debo goes up, because technically Tyreek Hill kind of went for 2 twos. You see what I'm saying? So it was the 30-something pick of the 1st round, and then it was a 2nd, and then it was 2 4s, something like that. Like, listen, Devontae Adams went for a first and a second. So AJ Brown going for a first and a third. Hollywood Brown just went for a one. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get a one for Debo now. I'm gonna tell you like this. We could when this video comes out, it's gonna be, is Debo Samuel gonna be a Dolphin next year? Is Debo Samuel gonna get traded to the listen? As soon as the 15th pick of the second round comes this year in this draft, and Debo is not traded, the Miami Dolphins have entered the chat room again. I promise. Because now all the first round picks have passed. San Fran didn't get a first. Half of the second round has passed. Who has multiple second rounds? I don't know. We gotta look, but probably not too many. The Detroit used to have multiple seconds. I think the Jazz had multiple seconds. But listen, so now you're at a place where there is Debo Samuel is just sitting. San Fran's not getting the conversation they want. And now they have to go into the new season with Debo Samuel disgruntled, where he might just not even play. Like, nah, I told you I'm out of here. Did we not see Debo on Twitter talk about, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm not coming back. You know what I'm saying? So if the second round passes and Debo's not traded, Miami Dolphins have entered the chat room again. I don't love it, but I'll still be excited. I'm still checking my post.
So I'm looking now. I believe this is updated. The Seahawks have picked 40 and 41.
Yeah, they do.
Hold
on, I can tell you if it's updated right now. Where's Minnesota? Minnesota has 2 second round picks too.
So I see Vikings at 34.
Yeah, that's updated.
Yeah, Bucks at 33.
So Minnesota should have 34 and 36 or something like that. Is that right?
Not on.
Oh, this. They had 32 and 34. Okay. Yeah.
So I think it literally might just be the Seahawks.
So yeah, so now what a trade package would have to include to get Debo is a second of this year and then a first of next year. And that's not winning, because you just had Hollywood Brown go for a one.
Packers as well. Packers have 53 and 59. Bucks have 33 and 60.
I don't think the Bucks can make it happen.
Yeah. And the Packers first round picks I found hilarious. Like, at this point, they're not going to try and get Aaron Rodgers any help. Like, it's done. So
I mean, hold on, stop the press. It's funny to get on that bandwagon, but if the Packers come out with David Bell and Mechie from Alabama, no one's going to say nothing.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
I think it's more just, it's the whole, you got 2 picks in the first round, and like, you didn't even package them up to go and get a wide receiver. Now, again, the wide receiver class is that deep that if you can get some genuine talent on the defensive side of the ball and pick up, imagine Aaron Rodgers throwing to Carl Phillips. Like, dude, come on. So, but
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, but right now, on at 5:09 on Friday morning, it's just funny. It really is just funny.
It is. But man, when you paint a picture, you gotta use the whole canvas, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I won't get on them for that.
Yeah. Not to go long, because I obviously got against that and stuff. I asked you this on the last episode. You've now seen the first round. What's the one player you want to take at pick 1 or 2, or are we trading up or down? Which is kind of basically
we're trading up. I need to go get somebody, because someone's going to be there. Something sexy is going to be there in like the third round and late second too. I'm trading up. I'm going to go get somebody.
I said this on the Finsale game. I don't think they'll trade up unless they trade away one of their picks next year. Like one of those thirds. I think the Dolphins will just sit there and let the ball fall to them, and that's only because they've got 4 picks this year, and assuming they need a right tackle and a linebacker at 2 positions, which they probably really do need to address, and center as well. I can see them not wanting to wait any of the picks they got, but we've been proven wrong. Chris Greer might be like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to go and get the best person. So it remains to be seen. But as they say, Once the first round's over, this is when teams really start looking at, moving up to the top of the second, because there's guys that's like, this guy's still here, like the Kobe Dean's still here,
Yeah.
And again, who is it? Is the Bucks? If I'm the Bucks right now, I look to see what I can get for pick 33. Like, okay, cool, fair enough. What can you give me? The Vikings, the Titans, like there'll be teams there that can easily.
The Bears could trade back too. They need picks.
So the Bears are at 39. So yeah, easily. And I think especially if you look at between the 33 and 39 with the Bears pick, Bucks probably won't take a quarterback. Vikings not taking a quarterback. Titans aren't. The Giants maybe. They didn't pick up Danny Dimes' fifth-year option. The Texans maybe, and the Jets won't. So you've got two teams there which might take a quarterback, but there's still Desmond Ridder,
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis.
Someone's coming up. Someone's coming up for a quarterback.
Yeah, and you know what? It could be the Seahawks. With picks 40 and 41, they say, you know what? Let's jump the Giants. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I love the draft, bro. Right now, I'm kind of glad I'm single right now because, like, oh my goodness, this been on for 4 hours. I don't want to hear that right now. You know what I'm saying? Again, it comes on tomorrow too. Like it's on for 4 hours, 2 days in a row. Like I'm glad I'm not hearing that right now.
My lights being like again, like I'm not trying to press on the time. It's 12 past 5 in the morning. My lights are on. I'm trying to sleep in this room right now, and I'm talking as well. And people got to be up for work in 1 hour. Are you mad? No.
Are you mad?
That's never going to work. So yeah, it's exciting, and especially it felt relaxing to not be picking in the first round. I was chatting to Charlie Rawson, obviously Seahawks fan, and he was nervous about that first round pick. And I was just sitting there just going, I'm good. I'm cool. The Dolphins aren't doing anything. So it's now the excitement starts to pick up. It's like, okay, who are the Dolphins going to pick? Now it gets exciting. And maybe we do see a trade by the Dolphins. Again, I don't know the players that they could trade away right now to get something in the second. People are talking about, Mike Gesicki. We haven't even mentioned Christian Wilkins getting his fifth-year option. I don't think they move him now. But it's a matter of, you're not going to get a second-round pick for Noah Igbenogany. You're probably not going to get one for Lynn Bowden. The teams inquired about Michael Dieter. No one's giving us up a second-round pick for him. So I think the Dolphins, unless they're using draft capital, the Dolphins aren't moving up.
Yeah, and we're set with the team we have, and which we should be. We should be happy with the team we have, and now we're just solidifying depth and certain holes. Man, back to this Debo thing. You're gonna see it if this is the first podcast you heard today, you're gonna hear it again. Debo Samuel back in conversation, like Debo Samuel, Dolphins back in the Debo Samuel conversation. That's what you're gonna hear. And the only thing I don't like about that, bro, is that means Mike Gesicki probably won't be here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna hate that because you it looks like you're gonna retain Christian Wilkins, you retain Xavier Howard. Like, bro, can we keep Mike Gesicki? You feel me? Now I'm gonna be real with you. If you bring Debo in, yeah, you're gonna keep Christian Wilkins probably just for that fifth year. You know what I'm saying? Like probably just for that fifth year, because you're not gonna be able to pay everybody after that.
Do you not think it would be a three-way pick? Because the 49ers aren't taking Mike Gesicki when they've got George Kittle. It's like, guys, this is obviously it's more hands, but it's also like this is overkill at the tight end position. So realistically, do someone, and again, I'm looking at the board now. Do the Texans say we need a tight end? Do the Seahawks say we need a tight end? The Falcons don't, the Browns don't, the Ravens don't, the Lions don't. So okay, and I'm not advocating for Mike Gesicki to leave, but in a situation where he leaves and they bring in Debo, ideally you're looking at, and the 49ers pick 61. You're looking at, a top 10 pick in the second round, ideally, for them to want to move on from Debo. But again, at that point, it's like I said, Bucks, no. Vikings, probably not. Titans, probably not. Giants, yes, but Giants and Texans need quarterback. So again, if the Dolphins are smart, they'll just sit there and wait. And they'll just let these picks go and go and go. And the 49ers will be calling them saying, what are you saying? It's like, we're saying nothing. Because the more these picks go, the more desperate the 49ers are going to be. If the 49ers mess around and don't trade him and the second round's gone, then they've got Mike Tannenbaum or Bill O'Brien in the front office, because at that point, you're idiots. You are genuine idiots.
Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive. Test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time.
Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's showtime. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
Ah, my God.
Already. My bad.
I was gonna say just like, and the thing is, like, that's gonna come after the
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my bad. I almost blew it.
Again, it's now 20 past 5. I feel like I'm the one that is nearly midnight and you're the one at 5 in the morning. Some of these mental errors, man, like, it is what it is. So did the Dolphins go running back in the third round?
I don't think so, bro. I think you just take the best person out there. I think you just go best available. I think they're happy where they are. You can even, bro, there's so many things you can. We're ready. I'm ready for football. I'm ready for the season to start. You know what I'm saying? We did everything we had to do. We got the O-line fixed. We got weapons for Tua, Aston Martin quarterback, Lamborghini receivers now. The same defense came back. Yes, we had a 7-game losing streak, but we're not terrible at defense. We still, in the midst of, while we ended the season on a 7-game losing streak, we still ended up being the 14th best defense in the league. You see what I'm saying? So you got to imagine we're not going to lose 7 games again this year, and our defense should be better than the 14th ranked defense this year. When ESPN on the ticker says key losses,
Oh, brilliant.
Mac Hollins, Duke Johnson, and Jacoby Brissett. Those were the Dolphins' key losses this offseason. When you see that, one, you think, oh, we got to be straight now if those were our key losses. And two, you got to think, if those were our key losses, like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's crazy. Like, we were such a, I don't want to say dysfunctional, but things did not line up right. The fix was in, bro. And now that Flores is no longer here, although we like Flores, and I think we like the McDaniel move, which we actually do. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Like, everyone says the locker room is different. I'm just rambling now, but man, whoever is added to this team, I'm ready to go. I'm happy.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel that, again, not to like repeat things, but while it'd be amazing for the Dolphins to move up, I do think they will just sit and see how it falls, because again, it's the way there's so many quarterbacks. A running back hasn't been taken yet. Even some of the corners that are still there as well. Once these guys start falling, you're there, again, basically the start of the fourth, back end of the third, because of the comp pick and stuff like that. You might even find that there's like 5, 6, 7 players who the Dolphins could legit take, and you move back again, get a fourth or a fifth. So I'm ready. I'm definitely ready to see, where this goes and stuff like that.
Bro, LB just tweeted something. Please pull it up. And while we talk, while you pull it up, I'll talk. Hey, yeah, since we have everyone's attention, we haven't figured out how we're gonna address this Jalen Waddle jersey giveaway. We will address it. We will figure it out to where everyone has a fair chance to win it. It's unfortunate that we cannot see our 5-star reviews. But we will. Hey, and again, we want to thank everyone for the 5-star reviews too, because now it's been a whole bunch of people hit us. Hey, I left a review, which is awesome. We appreciate that, but we can't see them. We can't receive them, and we're gonna have to pivot on the giveaway. We'll figure out a way to do it where it's all inclusive and everyone is transparent and everyone can see what's going on. But we got a treat. If you listen to the last episode, I already promised that someone's going to win a PS5. And the giveaway is not coming up no time soon, but LB is running his mouth. And I know Kadeem really think he's about this life. So someone's going to win a PS5. You got the tweet yet, Kadeem?
Yeah, internet's being slow. What? Oh, ooh, this is gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to this. So, okay, let me pause it. I don't want to miss anything. Let's get. What's on my computer right now?
Still tripping?
Not. It's more just a matter of. I thought it'd be easier to do this. It's not. Shouldn't take me too long. But yeah, people are coming with the evidence now, and this is when things get interesting. This is when things get real interesting. So,
evidence?
Have you not seen the tweet? So,
hey, listen, hold on. If you're listening to the audio version of Go Time Dolphins with us right now, please check us out on YouTube. LB has tweeted, "Don't sleep. I guess Charlie wanted to give out free PS5s like Oprah." and then he put a video up of him throwing a football. Let's go. Let's play this video. Let's see what we get.
So.
Okay. Hey, so yeah, hold on. So let it play. I mean, he all right. So we're watching the video now, and the wind is blowing, so he got a moving target.
There we go.
And he hit it.
Okay.
Okay, so LB left-handed with the left-handed Tua throw.
There we go.
LB's left-handed like Tua's left-handed, and he hit this thing with the wind blowing, moving target, and he nailed it. 1 out of 3. That's not gonna cut it for this PS5, y'all boys. Hey, listen,
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all, dude.
It's cool. Hey, look. We're gonna leave it here. Look, Jalen Waddle jersey giveaway is up. We figure out how to give this jersey away. Then we got a couple other giveaways. Like I know the Javon Holland jersey coming up. Then we got some other stuff. We're not gonna spoil. We got a whole bunch of giveaways. Go Time giveaways. We might want to rename the show Go Time Giveaways because we about to give away some stuff. Then the PS5 giveaways. And it's gonna be 2 of them because I'm gonna roast y'all boys straight up.